Okay, the wiring's pretty much all done, although it doesn't look like it because it's not placed properly yet. But it should start up today. So all these wires are Chrysler engine wires, which I don't need. My main B plus bus is in there. There's 5 wires going there. Negative wires there. These are the ECU wires. It's very unfortunate, but the way I put the harness in, that the ECU has to go in there, but I made a slick adapter. I'll show you in a moment. Not an adapter, a device to hold it securely, and it's removable when you want to take the engine out or transmission or do a clutch. When I did the fuel system, I didn't take the tank all the way out, and I used a spigot exactly like that, and I drilled the tank at the top, or near the top, and the tank turns out to be a 1/4 inch thick, and is made out of a 1/8 layer on the outside of black high-impact polyethylene, and on the inside it's got yellow-colored nylon. That's a really tough tank. It'd probably never bust in an accident. So it gripped that spigot really tight and doesn't leak. There's another place the wiring harness has got to come out, and you're only limited to that spot. I drilled a couple little test holes, poked around underneath, removed the sound dampening material, and that was the only spot I could bring this last wire out that goes to this sensor, goes to the fuel heater, and goes to the sensor for the antifreeze depth. I've got the Volkswagen air conditioning compressor wired into the Chrysler electrical system, so of course when you use the Chrysler air controls, the compressor will turn on. I've still got to make rad mounts. I think I will use the original Volkswagen system. I'll try that first. Next thing is the battery holder. This is the Chrysler battery holder. It can't go back on the typical way it went before. So I've tapped a hole there, and that goes there. I've cut a little slot here, and that fits right on that little slot, but doesn't hit the battery when the battery sits there. And I've made this removable bracket. It's got a little lip underneath, and it's so strong it'll support all of my weight, so it supports the battery box, and there's 2 bolts there that support the battery box. This aluminum pipe is just sitting here right now. It's not installed properly yet. That's the return line for what's going to be electric power steering. None of these wires are in the right spot. And now I'll show you how this thing works. Well, ECU goes in it like that. It's going to have a band strap to hold it in. I've got the back motor mount bolts out, and I've got the brake booster mount bolt undone. So this fits in there. Oh, this hose got in the way now. Damn it. Stupid thing. There. Hopefully that'll clear. Hard to do this with one hand. Anyways, now it slips in. The 2 motor mount bolts go back on. That bolt nut goes back on. It's got lots of clearance from everything in case the motor moves around a little. That connector goes there. And of course, the other one there. The only other way you could have did this and put it in a more normal spot was cut this cable, and there's more than 100 wires in it, and extend all of those wires, but I didn't want to do that. That would cut into my beer drinking time. So I'm going to install the ECU now, install the battery holder again, put the battery in, see if this puppy fires up for the first time when in the vehicle. Sweet.